I got hit and then I blacked out kind of, and then I don't really remember much after that. I remember driving to the hospital, but then I don't remember anything after that. That night, I don't remember anything.
Ready, go!
Noah Barta was a freshman offensive lineman at Skyline High School in Mesa when he sustained his first concussion. After trainers removed him from the game, his coach suggested to his parents that they take him to the hospital.
He just looked at them like, what is going on with me? Like, he's like, why don't I know? I think that's when it finally hit him, before he could deny that people had asked him questions, and he's like, you're crazy, nobody asked me that. But at that moment when he just stood there staring at his locker, I think that's when he realized, like, okay, yeah, there's something wrong here because I don't even know my locker combination.
Skyline's athletic trainer Mike Coutts said this initial denial about the severity of an athlete's head injury is not uncommon, so he takes an extra precaution to ensure these players do not return to the game.
We would have to take the athlete's helmet away from them to try to keep them from running back out on the field. So I'll hand the helmet over to our equipment manager. I'll have one of my student trainers take it over somewhere where the kid doesn't have access to it. So that way we can make sure that the athlete isn't trying to return to the field.
When an athlete endures a concussion, he or she tends to suffer from multiple symptoms, including memory loss, heightened emotions, dramatic change in personality, dizziness, headaches, blurry vision, loss of balance, nausea, and sensitivity to light. The Arizona Interscholastic Association partnered with the Barrow Neurological Institute to create and implement a concussion education tool called BrainBook, which every student must take before participating in sports.
It's more of a kind of an online 30-minute curriculum that talks about what things could come up, what symptoms you need to be paying attention to, that if you're suspected of a concussion, that you cannot go back to play until a qualified medical professional has given you permission to play.
Noah took the BrainBook baseline test at the beginning of the season, along with the impact baseline testing that Skyline implements.
It's testing memory and cognitive function of the student athlete, reaction times, things like that.
I stayed home for 2 days because my head really hurt afterwards, and I had to take lots of painkillers for it. And then once I got back to school, there was some stuff like I couldn't do, like I'm in orchestra too, and like the comprehending of that, it was just too much. So I had to go like sit in my mom's room for that hour. And then math sometimes wouldn't be the best because all the numbers and stuff, so I would just sit there kinda.
Noah has since returned to football and plays offensive and defensive line for the JV team at Skyline. Noah has a piece of advice for kids who are suffering with concussions.
You think even you might have a slight concussion, go out of the game like right away because you don't want to risk injuring yourself even more than you have.
In Mesa, Jeanna Berg, Cronkite News.